behind me is a Trailblazer SS intake, also the Nnbs, which is new body style intake here. I'm going to be showing you how to remove the fuel well and the injectors out of it. Of course, this is off the truck. Don't mind the mess inside my truck because that is a 5.3 and I need to clean it out. I need the engine stand too. All the engine stands is tucked up. Engine stands is like very important here and very hard to find because it's a small town and everybody's using them, and there ain't no stores that sells them local, and the ones that do, you have to order them and they cost a fortune. So let's just get off the subject of engine stands. Trailblazer SS intake, let's go over how you can replace your injectors while it's on the truck and show you a good video on it. That's what this is about. Now, this is not on the engine, so imagine yours on the engine. They do got a cover that sits on top here. It just lifts off and pops off. I'm pretty sure it might have one bolt that holds it here. I don't remember. I usually don't run intakes on the LS props. I do, you know, the intake covers. I mean, of course I run intakes because the engine won't run without an intake. So on the new body style Trailblazer SS style intakes, you got a fuel well right here, which will be a braided steel 9, and it should be flexible enough that you won't have to remove your fuel well completely. But if you do, you need a quick disconnect, which is a little round piece of, you know, like a, I guess, hard to explain, but hits around, it goes in on, it pops off. You also can 3D print one if you got a 3D printer, and sometimes, you know, you can get crafty and use a piece of plastic from a pop bottle and just wedge it in on, it'll pop off. But you shouldn't have to remove it. Now, you want to disconnect your battery. Also, before loosening this, make sure your fuel pressure off, because you're just going to go psst, fuel everywhere, and that's going to be a mess. So, how to breathe your fuel pressure, how I like to do it is go to your fuse box, take your fuel pump relay out, start the truck, hit a dial because fuel pump ain't running, and your fuel pressure's gone. Or you got a relief valve right over here, and you can just mash it down with a key or something like a punch, a little punch, and that'll bleed the pressure off too if you don't want to mess with your fuel relay or start the engine. You know, just make sure you bleed the pressure off. So, once we do all that, you got a bolt here, here. Well, this one's missing, and this one's missing. You got a bolt. You need to remove those 4 bolts. And once you get those removed, the fuel well will be a little stuck, but it will pick straight up. And what I want to do is put these, I'll show you how to get the clips off in just a moment once we get the fuel well off. I'm going to put these over on the LS Prop C30 because I got 36-pound injectors and these is 30, and the computer's tuned for 32, so it's getting a little too much fuel right now. So I want to use these 30-pound injectors on it. The size of those bolts on this intake was 8mm. I don't know if you can see that. This is just a little Craftsman set that you can get from like Lowe's. Very good set. I ain't had no issues out of it. Had this in about 2 years. Now the 3/8 set, I've been through ratchets so much that I quit taking the sets back because they give you a whole set for a ratchet. That the ratchets just bind up and quit working on the 3/8 set. So I put a Stanley ratchet in my Craftsman set on the 3/8 one, and it's been working fine. Does look like this has been broke a long time on this intake. That's the mount. I guess I'll be showing you guys how to plastic weld and repair an intake. Is that something you want to see? Because it's something I'm going to have to do if I want to use this. So let's go ahead. This is here. This is sometimes stuck in pretty tight. Just pick straight up on it and it should pull out just like so. This side too. I got all the bolts. Yep. Let's spin all that. Trying to do this one-handed. There we go. Get this. Take a look at it. Looks pretty good. Now these fuel wells is expensive. These intakes is expensive too. but man, they are nice. If you're looking for a little extra horsepower, let's see. That's where it goes, some way. This it? There it is, look at that. Goes out like that, and you can tell it's been broke a long time because you can see the dust right there. This one's good, good, good. It just needs that repaired. Simple. These intakes is plastic. Plastic is repairable. Just remember, don't throw your intake away for just little stuff like this. 100% repairable, 100% usable. Okay, injector time to remove. I said injector time to remove. Wes, what is it? Removable? Ooh, it's still got fuel in it. Ah, that's premium. Let's see. Take your finger or something, you can see it's got little clips on each side. Hopefully this is a good view, and you will pull these off and they will unclip. Hard to do it one-handed. You have to spread on both sides at the same time. I'm back. I had to put the phone down for a second, but they just pop off. Once they pop off, you can take and twist the injector while pulling on this, and it should pop out. I try to do it one-handed. It's hard to do. Ugh. And she is full on gas, but she's sealed really good. These are in tight. If they ain't fitting tight on yours, you need new O-rings. So O-rings still soft. This one is too. Injector looks pretty clean. Yeah, should be simple to install. That will be another video. If you've not seen the LS Swap C30, you want to go check it out real fast before I end this video. So this is the LS Swap C30. She's a while back. If you're new to the channel, I got a playlist on Scrub Bodies. Check it out. Check out the LS Engines and More playlist if you're into LS engines. Got full build of this truck here. Whole LS Swap. We also got a LS Swap 3rd Gen. Tons of content. Just check the channel out if you're new. If you return to subscribe, I appreciate you watching this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. You know, you might need to know how to take your fuel well off, and that was enough details that it works. Now I'm going to be replacing them in this thing. Get rid of these 36s, because I'm getting tired of smelling like gas on long trips. You know what, that just ain't no good. You know, you put your good deodorant on, and you know, you got a nice tow truck all cleaned up, and you know, you get out and you're like, damn, I'm smelling good and shiny when you get in, and you get out and you smell like gas. That's that truck. See you next time.